Okay, we're going to be doing some stop motion animation. We're going to use the app Stop Motion. So just search for anything on Apple, you pull down towards there, look at this Stop Motion. You click on that. To any new project, you're always going to press the new, and you're met with a screen that looks like this. And all that Stop Motion does is that it stitches a series of pictures together. So with my wonderful assistant, we're going to put together some images. When filming with a green screen and stop motion animation, really think about the angle of the camera. So what we're going to go for here, come and have a look, is a vertical angle. As you can see here, all of the objects are facing vertically. If you come down here, you can face like this, but obviously anything in the background then that isn't green won't have your green background. So really think about what you're framing you want. I'd say the best is to go vertically, and then all of your background will be covered by whatever's in the green. So we've got our vertical setup, everything in the green will be our background. I would use a tripod for continuity. So continuity, the tripod will hold your iPad in place. Let's have a go at this. My shaky hand, sorry for that. So my assistant now is going to move around these, and we're going to take pictures of these at each stage, try and not get our fingers in. Okay, let's go. Let's move. What do you want to move? This is a picture. The next one. You've made the mistake, and then you can delete, so you can press delete. So we'll get rid of that hand. You can have a look now to see what that looks like. So we're starting to look like we've got something there. And we've got the start of our video. Okay, so we've got our film. We've got the background. This is the first layer. We haven't added the image into the background yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to stop here. Now I've got 147 frames, as you can see at the bottom here. That's only going to be about 19 or 20 seconds. If you wanted to do a bigger project to last in maybe about a minute, it is going to probably, especially if you're working with children, it is going to take a few sessions to do. So just be aware of that. Now to save this, in the top left-hand corner, you're going to come out, you're then going to click on the title, and you've got these different options. We're going to go to export movie. And then you've got these different options. You can send it, you can airdrop it, copy, but we're going to go to save video, and that will then save that to your camera roll. This has already been saved for me. The next step then, we talk about the onion. The next step is then we're going to go back to the green screen app, and we're going to add in the image to the background. So the first thing we need to do, we need to go onto Safari, and we're going to search for, it is my phone, honestly. We're going to search for a background. Now I wanted a road, so what we're going to do is we're going to click on the image that we want. We're going to press save to photos. We then go back into green screen, so we're going to search for green screen. We're then going to start a new project, so create new project. Now you'll be met here with the top layer needs to be your video, so you'll choose your video. Now as you can see, there's no image put in there yet, so it's just a blank background, and then you're going to select the image you've just saved, and you can see it's actually been projected to the background. Unfortunately, some of those cars had green on them, as you can see there, so they are a little bit invisible. Really important as well, as you saw there, the image did run out, so we need to stretch this out. So you do that by clicking on there. It can be a little bit fiddly. Click on it and you stretch it out as far as you can go. So you'll stretch it so the image then will be in the background for the whole of the film, as you can see here. So we'll just show you an example. So there we go. Bit of a shame about that green car. Okay, now this is great, but it's definitely missing. We need some sounds, we need some text. You know, think about the conventions of storytelling. That in itself doesn't really make sense, and we need to add in some bits. So what we're going to do, the next stage of the onion, the next layer of the onion, we're going to go into iMovie. So this is the last layer. We're in iMovie. Now, iMovie is brilliant. There are other apps that do similar things. I love using CapCut at the moment. That's really good for editing. But what you can do with iMovie is you'll see you can add in text, you can add in sound effects, you can add in music, just to really bring that story to life, and you can cut the film into scenes. So you can see here, I tend to start movies with a title, as you can see. I've got some music playing in the background. Got the green screen in the background.
Dinosaur!
Got some voice recordings.
For you, that was good. Oh no, his brother! He breathes fire!
There's my daughter. She's been able to help.
Oh, I'm saved! This is far too much for one day. And me, I need a cup of tea.
So to add in these things, it's really, really simple. I'm doing this on the mobile version, which is a little bit easier. It's the same as the iPad. So the middle line you've got that runs through it is the play line. So wherever you want to add in some sound effects, for example, you've got the plus button, you're going to add in, you've got all these different things. You can add in voiceover, you can add in camera, we're going to go here to audio. You've got different soundtracks and you've got sound effects. Now on the sound effects, you can see there's all these different ones you can search there. We've got things like applause. So you can listen to them first, and if you're ready and you want to use them, you can press plus button. Okay, we've got here, as you can see, we've got a voiceover. So again, wherever that play line is, so if you wanted to add in a voiceover for one of the cars, you press back to audio, back, and we'll go to voiceover. Now it'll count you in when you're ready, so it'll say record in 3, 2, 1, and I'll get you to record, as you can see here.
Dinosaur!
And obviously you can cancel that.
Dinosaur!
You can also add in, we said about soundtracks. So they've got saved soundtracks on here. There's different ones to choose from. There's pop, there's playful, there's chill. Most of them you'd have to download if it's got the cloud sign there. It doesn't take up a lot of memory. And you can also use your iTunes account. There's all these different ones to choose from. Sometimes something to be aware of is if you click on, this is the soundtrack, on the volume, if it's too loud you won't hear if you've got voiceover, so you want that to be a little bit less, and you want the soundtrack, so you can change, you can adjust the volume. You want your voiceover to obviously not be drowned out by the backing audio. So we've got here, let's move this down, I'm happy with that. And then this is the one in the recordings, and let's put that up a little bit so you can hear.
That was good. Oh no, his brother! He breathes fire!
And there you go. So you've got these different options. You can change the speed, you can add in text, there's loads of different things. Have a play around, but this really is often neglected, this editing phase. Usually the children that are using stop motion animation, they'll make their animation, they'll just move on. A really, really important part of the storytelling is thinking about, is there a narrator? Is there a title? How are the scenes, separated? Do you need things like voiceover? Do you need any special effects, for example? Like I said, iMovie tends to be a lot easier for younger children especially, but I know in a lot of schools now they're using CapCut, which does similar things. So have a play around with those.